Hello and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. Today I'm joined in the studio by François Savary, Chief Investment Officer at REYL, to discuss the risks and opportunities in the stock market. Welcome, François.
Hi.
So first of all, what are the main risks in the stock market at the moment?
I would say that obviously the main risk is Europe and the evolution of the European situation, mainly in Spain, where we have a lot of development lately concerning the banking and the finance of the states. So I believe that this is the main risk. But you have also risk in the US concerning the slowdown, the economic slowdown that the US is experiencing right now. And there is the fiscal cliff, the issue of the negotiation between the President and the Congress concerning the future of taxes in the US. I would say those are the main risks that we face on the markets.
And despite these risks and the global economic slowdown, what opportunities do you believe exist in the stock market right now and in the near future?
I believe that when you look at current valuation on the market, current risk premium on equities, clearly there is an opportunity for investors who are looking not for the next 3 to 6 months, but more 18, 24 months. There is clearly an opportunity to go and purchase equities which are very cheap or cheap with regards to other assets, especially bonds, which had a significant appreciation in the course of the last few years. We believe that bonds are at risk and that there is clearly a relative advantage in favor of equities.
And some believe mid-cap opportunities are often ignored. Do you think investors should pay more attention to mid-caps?
Yes, I would say so. Particularly in the US, I would be more cautious in Europe due to the fact that you have a lot of uncertainty concerning the banking and financial system. And you know that some mid-cap needs to refinance themselves through banks. So I would say that you need to consider mid-cap, but you need to be careful not to overweight them in your portfolio, considering that the banking and finance situation is not clear enough for the future.
And on Friday, European shares fell, and it was the worst day for Spanish equities in 2 years. How are European equities performing right now, and what's your outlook for European equities and in particular Spanish stocks?
Okay, concerning European equities, when you look at the year 2012, the first quarter was good. Since March, we have a significant correction on European equities. Since the early June, beginning of July also, we had an improvement of the situation after the EU summit in June that brought some good news for investors. Nevertheless, we still recommend to be underweight European equities in an asset allocation. We believe that the economic situation of Europe is going to be very, very difficult in the coming quarters. So I would say that we stick with the view that you need to find opportunities elsewhere, that you need to underweight European equities, and I wouldn't touch Spanish equities, considering the fact that you have a lot of elements that need to be solved concerning the banking system, concerning the economic situation. Nobody knows if Spain is going to ask for a bailout from the European Union. So we believe that you need to stay away from those kind of stock market and favor the biggest, like Germany, Swiss or UK stocks in your European asset allocation.
And you mentioned the US earlier. What is your outlook for US stocks?
We remain positive for the US, except for the fact that the strong US dollar that we have on the market for the last few months is going to be maybe some kind of impediment for further progression of US equities in the short run. So it will depend in the short run on the evolution of the Forex, but medium term we believe that we have some positive development for the US economy. One is the fact that they are going to reduce their reliance on import on energy, and we believe that it is going to be very helpful for US companies, that it is a competitive advantage that they are gaining through the use of natural gas coming from the US. And we have some sign that there is some kind of reindustrialization of the US economy. Medium, long term, we remain positive on US equities, sorry.
And finally, moving on to Asian equities, what's your outlook for Asian equities?
We are very positive on Asian equities. We believe that the significant underperformance of Asian equities in the second quarters of 2012 offer an opportunity to purchase those stocks. We believe that the fact that the central banks of those countries are going for looser monetary policy, are going to bring some liquidity into the system, and this liquidity is going to favor economic growth, and it's going to favor financial assets, equities in particular. So when we have to invest right now, we advise our clients to consider putting more money in emerging markets and Asian equities in particular.
Thank you very much, François, for coming to the studio today.
You're welcome.
That is all we have time for right now, but tomorrow I'll be back to discuss microfinance. But for now, goodbye.